Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel, The Seven Candles. Please subscribe below. I am doing a series on dating. I'm the author of The Needs Language. It's about how our personalities communicate. And this is a part 3. I've been talking a little bit about poly and monogamous and when you're one or the other and how to kind of communicate that and talk about that, how to be respectful towards yourself and really stay within the confines of that. And the challenges regarding that, because there are different areas or states or towns that are more monogamous and more poly, and knowing where you stand with that. So one thing I really want to talk about is when you're alone, it can be more challenging because let's face it, when we're alone, we're more weak. I know for me personally, when I'm lonely, it's not so much alone, it's lonely. You're not going to necessarily make the wisest decisions because loneliness is a feeling of, I'm lonely. You almost have a sad feeling with it. You have this feeling of isolation. When the pandemic hit, a lot of people felt this. With isolation came this loneliness. Oh, I'm alone. You go like this. We don't have that power stance, that. And so we don't always make the wisest decisions. And then we go into this desperation, it becomes a place of, okay, I'm monogamous. So I'm lonely. I'm going to go date this poly person and this poly person. So I'm poly. I'm going to have multiple people. And you're like, yeah, I guess I could. And then it doesn't work. And then you're both hurt, or it goes down a path where one of you falls off a cliff and broken legs, broken arms. It's not worth it. So how do you stand firm and you're alone with what you want? Well, first of all, I can tell you the best ways to do it are you write down what you want. You visit it all the time. Those are the 2 ways to do it. 3, you create places of joy for yourself. How do you create places of joy for yourself? Create fun activities and stick with what you want. Remind yourself. Do a thing of, is this really going to be worth what I put myself in? Is it really going to be worth what you put yourself through? I just want to ask you that. Is it going to be it? I mean, and if you say, yeah, you know what, getting that little itch scratched is going to be worth it, then go for it, and then if you say, no, it's not, what can I do? Call your friends. Help me. I'm lonely. I've got that itch that needs to be scratched. Help me. Because what if by you being a monogamous person, you end up going and hanging out with some poly person and you're not aligning and you miss that monogamous person you want to date? Or what if by being with that, hanging out with that monogamous person and you're really poly and that monogamous person's such drama, they're draining you and you're so constantly dealing with them and comforting them and working with them and they're such drama, you're with multiple people and that monogamous person comes around going, yeah, all your poly people are going, oh my gosh, that's too drama for me. You need to figure it out. I'm not hanging out with you. So now you can't be in your circle. Those are things you got to think about. So really align with what you want, stick to it, and be true to yourself, but be true to others, because if you're not true to yourself and true to others, you're going to hurt other people. That's not fair to do to other people. I mean, you don't want to be known as the tool. I mean, if you're a hammer, be a hammer. Don't be a wrench. Be true to yourself so you can be true to others, because if you're really a hammer, you're used for purposes of being a hammer. You're not used for purposes of being a wrench. So don't try and be used for being the purposes of a wrench when you're really a hammer. And that's what I'm saying. Stay within what you're wanting and stay true to that. And the ways to do that, write down what you want, remind yourself of it, and align with people who are in the same area you are that are going to hold you accountable to that. And do it with fun. Have fun in it. You're doing it in misery. Oh my gosh. That's not fun. You're not going to want to do it. I don't know anybody who says, I'm going to go do fractions and have so much fun doing it, and it's just going to be joyous. Now, some people might like math. I sometimes like, depending on the math. But you're not going to hold to it if it's miserable. Nobody holds to their commitments in misery. So hold to your commitments in joy. And remember, when you're doing this, you're not only doing it for yourself, but you're also doing it for others, because unless you are someone who enjoys being a criminal and enjoys hurting people and sadistic, I don't know a lot of people who are going out there going, I really want to hurt people. That's my goal in life. Really be kind to yourself and kind to others. So in this, figure out what you want, do it in joy so you can stick to it, and be kind to others in it. So on that note, I hope to see you at the next video. I like to always end on a note. See you soon. Bye for now.